Sometimes you need to customize data fields that are text, like combining or separating fields. Somewhat like numeric fields, you can add text or string data fields in Tableau. String data is any data that's text, rather than numbers, dates, or locations. Strings are often used for names of people or objects. In this lesson, we'll learn how to concatenate string fields in Tableau. To concatenate strings means to add them together. Let's look at Superstore, which has sales data. For our view, we want city, state, and zip code shown together as one field. We can do this by creating a calculated field, which I'll call city, state, and zip code. Let's start our concatenated field by adding just city and state. If we were adding two measures together, we would use the plus sign to add them. The operator here is the same when adding two strings together as it is for numbers. Just use a plus. If there aren't any errors, we'll see the calculation is valid in the corner of the window. But valid doesn't necessarily mean correct. Does this calculation look right? It's missing a space. We'll go back and edit our calculation by right-clicking on the calculated field and selecting Edit. As you may have noticed, Tableau ignores spaces between fields and operators in calculations. We just put spaces in the calculation to make it easier for us to read. If you want to add spaces and other punctuation to the result of a calculation, you need to enclose them in quotations to mark them as string text. Since the standard format is to have a comma and a space between city and state, let's add that to our calculation. Since we want to add this fixed string to our field, that is, a string that doesn't change when the data changes, we'll use the plus sign operator again and wrap our comma space in quotes. So let's look at this calculation. Much better.
So try to answer this question, guys, and come back to the video. All right, here's the answer. Okay. Oh, maybe not next. Maybe the video is not over yet. All right. Oh, maybe we're not done yet with the video. Let me just make sure that the previous video is not over.
Let's look at some of the data type conversions we can do by looking at the type conversion functions in the editor. You can ask Tableau to convert data into any data type. For our calculation, we'll use the string function. With the postal code field selected, I can just double-click string, and it will bring over the brackets and correct formatting. I like to rely on Tableau's autocomplete functions as much as possible, so I don't have to spend time fixing syntax problems. Now that postal code is converted, Tableau removes the red underline and tells us our calculation is valid. But let's double-check to make sure it's correct. Now our calculated field is in the format we expected: city, state, zip.
All right, also take your time to answer this question and come back to me. Here's the answer.
In this demo, you saw how to manipulate strings to create new fields, and how to change data types so that you can add multiple data type fields in one calculation. Now you can make your custom data say anything you like. Say, "Hello, Data Genius."
All right.